Some houses have memories. This one had none. "2:17 a.m. The kind of silence that feels heavy. You know, the kind that makes every little creak in the house sound like a gunshot. I was dead to the world, buried deep in my pillows, when my phone buzzed on the nightstand. Not a call, just a single, sharp vibration that cut through the quiet like a knife. I groaned, fumbling for it in the dark, my eyes still glued shut. Probably just a late-night email or some social media notification I forgot to turn off. I finally grabbed the phone. The cold glass a shock against my skin. I squinted, the screen blindingly bright. And there it was. A message from an unknown number. Just 7 words that made the sleep vanish from my eyes and replaced it with a cold dread. It said, "You are not the first one here." My heart started hammering against my ribs. I sat bolt upright in bed, my breathing suddenly shallow. "You are not the first one here." What did that even mean? Here. In my house. I glanced around my dark bedroom, the familiar shapes of furniture now looking like sinister silhouettes. Was it a prank? A wrong number? But the words felt specific. They felt personal. I tried to shake it off. "It's nothing, Ethan," I told myself. "Just some weirdo." I put the phone back down, face down this time, and tried to lie back down. But the words were seared into my brain. I couldn't unsee them. Every shadow seemed to stretch. Every tiny sound amplified. The gentle hum of the refrigerator from the kitchen. The whisper of wind outside my window. It all sounded menacing. After what felt like an eternity of staring at the ceiling, I couldn't take it anymore. I had to check. I swung my legs out of bed, my feet hitting the cold hardwood floor. I crept to my bedroom door, my hand hovering over the doorknob. My own house suddenly felt like a foreign country. Taking a deep breath, I turned the knob as slowly and quietly as I possibly could. The click echoed in the silence. I peeked out into the hallway. A sliver of moonlight cut through the living room window, casting long, distorted shadows. Everything was still. Nothing out of place. The front door was locked, the deadbolt securely in place. I checked the back door too. Locked. The windows, all latched. I walked through the house, room by room, my heart pounding a frantic rhythm against my chest. The kitchen, the living room, the spare bedroom. Nothing. No one. A wave of relief washed over me, mixed with a healthy dose of embarrassment. See, I was getting worked up over nothing. A stupid, random text message. Annoyed at myself, I walked back toward my bedroom, ready to try and salvage what little was left of the night. But as I passed the spare bedroom again, I stopped. Something was wrong. The door was slightly ajar, just as I'd left it. But through the crack, I saw something that wasn't there before. A faint light. A soft, pulsing glow coming from inside the room. I froze, my blood turning to ice. I hadn't turned on any lights. I was sure of it. My mind was set. Was there a logical explanation? A phone charger I left, plugged in. A laptop in sleep mode. No. I never used that room. It was basically a storage space for old furniture and boxers. My hand trembled as I pushed the door open wider. The light was coming from an old, dusty laptop sitting on a desk in the corner. A laptop I hadn't touched in years. It was open, the screen glowing, and on the screen was a single line of text, blinking in time with the pulsing light. It was the same message from the phone. "You are not the first one here." Panic set in. This wasn't a prank. This wasn't a wrong number. Someone was messing with me, but how? How could they access my old laptop? It wasn't even connected to the internet. I stumbled back, my mind struggling to process what I was seeing. And then, I heard it. A sound from downstairs, a soft, scraping noise. like something being dragged across the floor. Every horror movie instinct screamed at me to run, to get out of the house. But I was paralyzed. It was my house. Where would I even go? The scraping stopped. Silence returned, but it was worse this time. It was a listening silence, a waiting silence. Then, my phone buzzed again. My hand shook so badly I almost dropped it. I looked at the screen. Another message from the same unknown number. This time, it was just one word. Look. Look where? My eyes darted around frantically, and then I saw it. Underneath the door of my bedroom, a thin piece of paper was being slowly pushed into the room. I watched, frozen in terror, as a folded note slid across the floorboards. It stopped. My gaze was locked on it. I couldn't breathe. I couldn't move. After a moment that stretched into infinity, I forced myself to inch forward. My legs felt like lead. I knelt down, my fingers trembling as I reached for the note. It was a single piece of paper, folded in elf. With a deep, shuddering breath, I opened it. Inside was a photograph, a grainy, black and white picture. It was a photo of my bedroom, my bed, my nightstand, the window. And there, sleeping in my bed, was a person, but it wasn't me. It was a man I'd never seen before in my life. He looked peaceful, asleep. My blood ran cold. I flipped the photo over. There was writing on the back, in messy, hurried handwriting. It said he didn't listen either. Suddenly, the floorboards above me creaked. From the attic, a slow, deliberate creak. One after another. Someone was up there. Someone was walking around right above my head. The text message, the laptop, the note. It was all connected. You are not the first one here. This had happened before. To the man in the photo. I scrambled backwards, my back hitting the wall. The creaking stopped. An unnerving silence fell over the house again. Then, a new sound began. A soft, rhythmic tapping. It was coming from right behind me. From inside the wall. Tap. 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 Slow and steady, like someone was patiently knocking from the other side. I wanted to scream, but no sound would come out. My throat was tight with fear. I was trapped. Whoever this was, they were in the walls, in the attic, in my technology. They were everywhere. The tapping stopped, and in the dead silence, a voice whispered. From so close, it felt like it was right beside my ear. A dry, raspy whisper. Now, you know. Basement key stairs cood high light up hoti hain. Ethan egg. Hidden door push karta. High house map main. Jorum tha. Hai nahi. A ping. Another message. You tell yourself it can wait. A buzz in your pocket as you cross the street. Just another notification, right? A car horn blares. A screech of tires. You look up, heart pounding. You were lucky this time, but looking back, you realize every message was a warning. The sun's just peeking over the horizon, painting the sky in these incredible shades of orange and pink. It feels like the whole world is holding its breath, waiting for a new beginning. And for us, it really is one. Box after box, we carry pieces of our old life into this new house. Each one a memory we're bringing with us. The kids are already racing through the empty rooms, their laughter echoing off the walls, claiming their new spaces. It's chaotic, it's exhausting, but it's ours. As evening sets in, we're all tired but happy, surrounded by towers of cardboard and the smell of fresh paint. The house is finally quiet. That's when my phone buzzes. A new message. It just says, "Welcome. We're watching."